This is Tales and Whispers, where every story is felt, not just heard.
All right, let's jump right in. We're going to unpack a really simple story today, but one that I think reveals a huge truth about life, about love, and about that really tricky business of letting go. And it all starts with this one line. I had a pair of shoes that I loved. I mean, we can all relate to that, right? That feeling of cherishing something so much that it almost feels like a part of you. So picture this, a young boy, and he's got this one pair of shoes that he just adores. They're not just something he wears, they're wrapped up in all these happy memories. He truly, deeply loved them. But you know how it goes. Life happens, things change, and those shoes that once fit so perfectly, well, they started to get a little tight. The very thing that brought him so much happiness was slowly but surely starting to cause him pain. And this is where things get really interesting. This is the heart of the problem, right? What do you do when something you're so attached to, something you love, actually starts to hurt you? That's the core conflict we're looking at. Wow, okay, this slide just nails the dilemma, doesn't it? On one side, you've got all that emotion, how the shoes looked, the memories, that amazing feeling he had wearing them. But on the other side, you've got the cold, hard reality, constant pain, an actual wound forming and discomfort with every single step. He was literally caught between his heart and his feet. So his grandmother sees him struggling, and she comes in with the most logical, common sense solution in the world. The answer seems so obvious, right? Just get rid of what's hurting you and get something new. But he just wouldn't do it. Can you believe that? Even with the pain getting worse, he just dug in his heels. No, he insisted, I love these ones. His loyalty to what was, to the memory, was way stronger than the pain he was feeling right now. So this is the big question, isn't it? What happens when you hold on that tightly? When you ignore all the signs your body is giving you and choose an attachment that's hurting you over your own well-being? And look, this wasn't some overnight disaster. It was a slow burn. It started small, just a little tightness. Then walking got uncomfortable. That led to a real physical wound. And finally, it got so bad he couldn't even walk anymore. And the saddest part? That incredible love he had for the shoes, it twisted and curdled into hate. So finally, he just can't take it anymore. He gives up the shoes, and he goes to his grandmother. And what she says next? Well, this is the whole point of the story. This is the piece of timeless wisdom at the very center of it all. And there it is. I mean, just let that sink in for a second. It's such a paradox, right? To preserve love, you have to prioritize comfort. Because if you're in a state of constant pain, that love just can't survive. The pain will always win in the end, and it will destroy the very thing you were trying so desperately to hold on to. Okay, so let's bring this home. How do we actually use this in our own lives? Because let's be real, this was never just about a pair of shoes, was it? What this story really gives us is this fantastic little rule of thumb we can call the comfort principle. It's a guide for when you're at a crossroads. It basically says that real, lasting love, whether it's for a person, a job, whatever, it needs a foundation of well-being. Without that, your attachment just becomes a source of pain. And that's the real challenge, right? It forces you to look around your own life and ask, where are my tight shoes? You know? Is it that friendship that just leaves you feeling exhausted every time? Or that job that used to be great but now just feels like a cage? Maybe it's a habit you know is bad for you, or even an old idea about yourself that just doesn't fit who you've become. So at the end of the day, it all comes down to this one really important question for you to think about. When you're faced with these choices in your life, what are you really picking? Are you choosing the idea of what you think you love out of habit or memory? Or are you choosing the deep, real peace that comes from what truly makes you comfortable? The answer, well, it might just change everything.